It's been a privilege for me, or you can say a dream come true, because being in associations, be a part of FKCCI. From 20 years, I was a managing committee member, headed various committees there. Especially domain was APMC, taxation. Earlier it was sales tax, then VAT, GST, and food grains was a major area where I have been associated with FKCCI, and also with FKCCI, I can vouch that yes, I have done tremendous work. Because of FKCCI, all forum doors of government agencies, central or state, I could represent directly instead of via someone else. I have represented my trade issues directly, and I was on civic affairs also, where self-help groups and apartment owners have made at that about 8-10 years back significant, where all problems used to be come. We have placed them, and more from the industry and trade issues, predominantly in the trade. And I was fortunate enough, you can say, that they have seen my work. My work has made me the president of the FKCCI. Every government wants to do every 2 years invest Karnataka, and even Irani sir last time he did. Before that also they have done. Getting MOUs, converting it into a reality, that is the major concern. I don't think so even 10% of it has viable for to transact. Actually, investment has come. And moreover, investment, government is looking, like now I have been very candid. You have seen those 3 committees which formed by industry minister, vision group they are calling. Why FKCCI or any trade bodies are not represented here? You mean to say without only corporates will rule the government's policy in future? That's the question I want to put to the government. Because nowhere you see all the 3 committees, there is no trade. FKCCI is the main parent body in FKCCI industry representation. There is not even name of any of the institutions or trade bodies or industry bodies. That means they don't want any local assistance without any investor who's coming. Unless they have MSME, SME to establish their unit, how is it possible for them? What is the present government's vision in making these 3 committees? And having industry is one side. The other side, if you send, they will welcome it. But the other part of what we have faced is the labor department. Now the investment which is coming is at about 16,500 rupees labor charges. Government of Karnataka has already appeared in last few days back. Government of Karnataka, where it is proposed as 31,000. You mean to say what investment you are bringing in? Basic minimum salary I am talking about. Minimum wages. The person who is coming to invest from foreign, let it be anyone, foreign entity or any corporate from all over India, he is not aware. If you go to Tamil Nadu, now you are paying 16,500, they are paying 12,500. Now Kannada government is proposing one department is not going to the other, they don't know. They will be in a mess. So it is better with all the departments in one place, the investors should be called. They should not, otherwise it will create a bad scenario for new investments to coming in Karnataka. You can say government is running at the whims and fancies of the corporates. Policies are tailor-made. Local industries which are already set up, who are in from past 70s to 2023, past 50 years, who are significantly contributed through MSMEs. Look at their state. There is no one to ask them, how is the condition, what is their tariff charges, what is the facilities you want. You go to any industrial area, there is nothing. Only they are just bother about investment, how much they are going to bring. And the other way you said government. Government is aware of this labor policy is not coordination with the investment, but labor politics plays their part, a major part, because they are not bothered. Why should they say, karmikarage ನಾವು ಯಾಕೆ ಕಮ್ಮಿ ಕೊಡಬೇಕು? ಕೊಡಲಿ ಬಿಡಿ. So on one side, if you talk like this and you don't represent through the High Court a minimum wages, the purpose of having both the investment as well as the local industry is at present it is not coordination. You see, the court, we are as an industry body, several people, we have made CASIA, PINIA, everything we have called in FKCCI and we are representing through one of the lawyers, we are representing our do. But what is the help we are getting from the government? Because after all, we are all exchequers, we are become a Paytm machine for them. To only because we are a gateway Paytm, for any taxes we just pay, but at what cost? Once the industry is being put up, they don't see any industrial area. What is the facility? What they have been adopted? What is the facility which was proposed? After, only thing they are bothered is, if you are not built in the prescribed time, we'll take back your sites which have been allotted. That is the only threat they are giving. Apart from that, there is no facility once the allotment is made. Okay, no, your answer, my answer is in with you. When you said they are taking corporates, it will help SMEs, MSME. Okay, but why is not trade bodies which has a major members as MSME, SMEs not been incorporated in this type of vision groups which the government has created to have investment? That is my first point. And government should, like in any tariff issue, if you come the other way, like 4 months, 6 months, there was the issue of the KERC hiking the fixed charges and all. Our energy minister, Mr. George, he came to talk to Chamber of Commerce, called us, told us to convince the local industry people, SMEs, throughout the state. We had several meetings, we convinced them. But now the same thing, if you come to having a policy or any investment, when the trade representative is not there, this double standards of government cannot run for a long. See, they cannot ignore FKCCI and other trade industry body for a long, because every 6 months new policy or any tariff issue, any GST hike, any other government policies do come, they have to come to Chamber of Commerce, or new policy which like industrial policy which they bring, or any SMEs policy they bring, any APMC they bring, they have to with the local, because we can say local industries. We are not corporates, but we are a dominant force. We contribute significantly to any corporates which are coming, establishing their units in Karnataka. But SMEs cannot be ignored. That is the message I want to give to the government. If you want policy matters, you want to escalate the prices of anything which is helping government exchequer, you take the help of trade bodies. Same way you have to take along with them with the vision document which you are doing in the future course of industry development for the Karnataka, because we are the one who initiated, we gave the slogan through earlier government of 1 trillion economy, how best we can do to make Karnataka so that we can match the 5 trillion economy. At present, as on, because you have seen FKCCI took care of, because we are represented in KERC. I was the one along with our chairman, represented this tariff hike. As far as present situation, Karnataka government can give power to the industries throughout the year. This year they can give, provided, why? They made a statement, because we don't act for any free power. They purchase power which is very lesser rate. What we are paying, 8 rupees, is a higher rate. So there is a margin always. They can buy power from anywhere of India and give to the industries. Already at very high level, tariff is very high. We are paying it, government can do it. If not, if they cannot give, you tell them as to become private, we can have our own power generation. People are ready to give power at whatever the tariff government is fixed. But monsoon, that will affect agriculture only. Apart from that, industry, they can give the power. That's what the statement of BESCOM, after our 10 days of media, your help and all we took for the KRC issue, BESCOM made a statement that yes, industry will not be a power cut anywhere, will not go for any other scheme of things. We'll restore power and we give the power, quality power we're going to give, because you are the payers, not takers. That's what statement made by the BESCOM MD. General issues of major issues, if you think, is there is, one side is industry. If you take the agriculture processing units, each vertical has its own. Major issues what industry is facing is from the pollution board, because to adhere to their norms, it is very difficult. Because one case we represented, there is no water in that factory. They put a case as because the pollution water, where water is in the washroom. So they put that case to our member, which we represented. So pollution board has become a nightmare for the industries at present locally. Though may they not talk, but as a president, I am going to raise the issue. Pollution control board has to be, and lower level of corruption should go. Ease of doing business, whether it is for industries, whether it is for trade, whether it is for hoteliers, it is not up to his name-wise like a catchy, you can say Shami 7 today. So like that it is very easy, but ease of doing the business, my point is very clear. You are just making us, the industry, trade or any service sector, your payment gateway. I'll just take an example of FKCCI license, which is predominantly where everyone's supermarkets take, hoteliers take, agriculture, APMC, whoever keep dealing food. You go to their website, it will opt for, it will take payment, certificate it will not download. However you do, it will not download. You have to see the officer. So that is what I have represented to the Piyush Goyal. This interface between the officers and my existing license holder, maybe anyone, industry or trade or hotelier, it should go. So he suggested I'll put a video. I said you implement that. Main concern is this interface between the officers and the department should go. As you take my payment for renewal, my certificate should get immediately been, I can take out the printout. That's the system. That is called ease of doing the business. Presently, there is no ease of doing it. 15, 16 licensed hoteliers have. Other supermarkets or wholesale licenses, there are 8 licenses. It has been everyday routine, which is getting lapsed, because that's why I demand all these licenses, let them club. We don't mind paying even 1,000, 2,000 rupees fees extra. If they ask, it should be in a single, like they're saying, one nation, one tax, one nation, one vote, which is coming. That's the slogan of the present government. I demand as FKC plan, all licenses should be clubbed in one, and you take the whatever renewal charges you want, we are ready to pay as an industry and the trade bodies. No. See, post-COVID, say about 30% of SMEs, small, have winded up. Because they could not make the payment, their payment never came, some of them have not made payment, and some could not sustain, so they have left it up. 30% of SMEs, in a macro, if you go from Machohalli to Pina, you go to Dabaspet, you go to Kumbalgod, you can find a lot of new industries has come, but not the way. Now from past 1 year, we are seeing that new industries, ancestral units are coming up, but not the way the government is projecting. Yeah, they are coming, but the 30% which had been closed down in COVID period 1, 2, to match that figure, it will take another 2 years. Across India. I've been to Rajasthan, I've been to Maharashtra, Gujarat state. There are same problem. Issues are same. Issues are same wherever you go. No, that's what the issue is. Bringing corporates, I've told Mr. M.B. Patel, I've told Mr. Dashnapur, you, FKCCI president, you give me 1 day time. I'll visit along with you to all these corridors, especially in Bangalore. Far away, you don't forget it about. Which are the clusters? Peenya you go. You go to Magadi Road. You go to Kumbal Road. You want Bomanalli. You will go to Sarjapur Road. Come and see what are the basic facilities. In the forum, they say, yes, we are coming. But once, what I made a statement earlier, once they give the allotment letter to us, after that, whatever the infrastructure they create in that area to have a inauguration or thing, after that, I don't think so. Government does not even look the other way. And when you say, it will look the other way. No, but when you gave me the permission to open an industry, whose job was, because industry is there, affluents will do discharge. Government, as an industry body, we have made our arrangement, local association, there the whichever the units which are there, as you say, but even 50% is the government's also, that only activists can raise the question. But if you take the Arohalli case, what 15 industries are there. They have got everything, treatment plant, everything is made. Lake is around about half kilometer. But they have all been issued by the Pollution Control Board, which is no way connected to the industrial area where it is, the half kilometer area where the lake residence activities are filed. See, filing activities, nature, that is a different issue. But government should also cooperate and see that, or they have to relocate as the industrial units if the activist is, you think the government is, that actually the industry is polluting the bed area of the lake, or as you say, which area will you say now? Peeny. When this all been issued, when industry, when the government gives the industries, nodal agencies license, they should have to look at that time to expand, they give right and left. And now all the cluster like Rajashri Industrial is already vanished. Only Chaudharies have come up. So it is now the time either we have to move out, but give us some provide, in a phased manner we can move out. If it is polluting the residents, is there any huge problem is there? In the FKCCI is ready to assist the government to relocate, give us the land, we'll convince them and take them. See, tier 2 cities who were at the hem of a ministerial government, what I've been observed from 3 years as a office bearer of FKCCI, who has the might will take the industry to there. The other side, Belgaum is neglected only.
Gulbarga has so much of might politically, right? Industries.
The other day I was in Chitapur. I was with Mrs. Priyank Karke. I just asked, what is the development? No, we are doing it. That's the answer. But what I'm saying, where there is a might, who is in the power, they take industries, 1 or 2 there. After that, if it is not come up, means it has not come up to the operation, you might find 2-3 units like Gulbarga, as sir said. One or two calls from US also. They were not aware where Nagpur is. They are not aware Indore. How far from Bangalore they ask. So that is the landmark. India is Bangalore, especially in the IT. Especially go to US, Europe, because even my children are into it. They ask how far from Bangalore. So you cannot, but government, we cannot stop here. My sincere efforts to you and to government also. At least bring 2, 3 big companies to each of the district's headquarters. I'm not saying at least some basic. See, if you have Gulbarga, you have Belgaum, you have got Hubli, you have got Shimoga. Some basic livable conditions are there. May not be as like Indranagar or Bangalore, but there are already grown up. IT is come, but not the way it is influx is coming. The migrant, it should stop. But government should continuously have a review on this and see that though I am not a part of that vision group of the corporates by Mr. MP Patel. Yeah, suggestion I give, but I am not a part of that committee. Government has ignored the trade industry body. The question hangs on them, but I'll answer your question. Basic to put up a industry, what we are getting feedback from the 2-tier cities, say Ballari. Then if you go to here, Kolar, Mulbagal, then if you go to Dharwad, you go to Bidar. Government has to come up with an incentive or a subsidy to attract investment. Maybe you are given, there might be schemes, but they are not relevant to present situation of the costing, present situation. You should continue with more incentives, more subsidies, so that people put, though they are in Bangalore or surrounding areas, big industries or local, whoever wants, even corporate, let them move to district 2-tier cities. Mysore, Nanjangud, if you say the fruit which was coming, food processing in Nanjangud has not taken off because lack of awareness. Have a see, instead of having the vision to invest in Karnataka, you say, precisely you say, pick 8 to 10 districts headquarters of Karnataka and say these are the areas which we are going to go for investment. Let the government ask the suggestions from their own constituted body which they have sent, but have incentive so that this investment is not for Bangalore, it is investment for 2-tier, 3-tier cities of Karnataka. Then the government move will be correct in my opinion. See, that's why all 31 districts are representing to FKCCI. Why? Because their voice is not being heard from their local authorities or MPs or in the government function. They come to FKCCI, we are representing. That's why we are in tandem with industry minister earlier also, now also, that you have an incentive or subsidy and don't say invest in Karnataka, invest in these cities. So that will be the domain. So people, let us see. We don't want 10,000 crores always. Have 5,000 crores or 4,000 crores investment. But let them bring to investment. That should be the mindset of the Karnataka if they have the motivation to develop 2-tier cities. So that jobs are created there. No, I have seen all. Both are same coin. There is no difference between any party comes. Once they are there, they'll say, we'll do it. Because I'm closely associated with FDI and retail policy. Along with Sushma Swaraj, Madam Jaitley, I was very much inside that. But when they form the government, their own people, they open the floodgate of the FDI and retail. So we cannot believe the government, which are both are same. But which is the best we have to choose? Slogan is very fancy.
social media.
That's what he
Very
said.
fancy.
It has to be more than sloganeering and actual work.
And same Prime Minister, our Prime Minister, I was 140 out of 140, handpicked by, he was a BJP when he was declared as the Prime Minister. 140 presidents of all India had called, one I was there, and he had promised that 16 this tax licensing were there, it will reduce to 4. FDA will not be allowed. So that is still a dream. We are also part of it. So we have to blame ourselves to get convinced by such slogans. SMEs is one is Karnataka power tariff. Labor charges are more at present, and my credit facility is not matching with the payments which I have to remit to the bank. These are the three major concerns for the SMEs, even MSMEs, because the way is not so easy, very easy to say that we get a loan easily. When you apply for the loan, you know what it is, what is mudra loan.
Yeah, I was
How
about
it
to
is-
ask that.
how
How
it is-
difficult is to get the loan for?
It is for a street vendor is okay because they have to showcase, they will cash hold and do. But to get a mudra loan, you have to go to a designated branch. Then, if you are in another branch, open an account near you. The process is only thing what we got relief from the central government was in the COVID when they reduced that. That installment has come, but we have paid the interest. It is not free. It is not free that they waived off, but we had to pay the interest for the non-payment which they gave the time. Apart from that, the mismatch of the payment, especially in SMEs, why they are struggling is 90 days credit they give, even the payment does not come, they say it will come. Payment is not coming, we have to make the GST payment. We have to make the payment monthly to the salary staff, rent, everything. Even if I borrow, not that much lucrative has become SMEs now at present because of all these three scenarios, especially in Karnataka. That is because a lot of migration is happening from UP workers and Bihar and Assam. We want the train which are there, super fast train like Vande Bharat, from here to Patna. Route the government has to, railway minister, earlier Minister of Railways had come, we had given the proposal at the Karnataka pre-election budget. So that one area which we can share the details which are represented for railways. I don't think so. For another 5 years, we don't need a second airport. If you have recently visited Terminal 1, it is totally, but to my estimate, I say, in my word, if I say it's a khali lag raha hai.
Yeah.
Love to say that, yeah, last week.
Baggage also, there is no rush. You pick up the baggage. Go inside, there is very, not that much rush.
Like KSRTC bus.
At present, I think, but seeing the ITBT, if it continues in the same way, because every decade, any other formation of innovation changes. So everything is done by our laptops, sitting at home, remote areas. So, but seeing our population, HL airport is also there. That can be seen instead of going beyond Tumkur. Domestic,
Yes, sir.
even both Vistara and Air India is there in terminals, both. There's improvement of roads, one of these is the cost factor.
Yeah.
Because the price has been so much jacked, anywhere beyond 400 kilometers you go, it will be from 8,000 to 12,000 rupees, so which is not affordable to anyone, businessman. So they're preferring the alternate routes. see, it's unfortunate that BJP owned government which scrapped the old APMC Act by Mr. Yediyurappa. Once it was taken by our Prime Minister, why the government of Karnataka has not taken back? That was a larger concern. We represented a lot, but to his own knowledge, Mr. Basavaraj Bommai was not even ready to, even if we met Somchekhar, the earlier APMC minister, he said, you ask the CM only, because I had represented at that time, lot of time. That is the drawback, because unless APMCs are there, farmers will not get a regulatory price. You might say, ask me why. Farmers is open, it is not coming to market yards, 30% of the produce is coming. I have got several of cases. If you go to Bidar, Basavakalyan, Shumoga, Raichur, Katki, Manvi, Ballari, especially in this paddy, moong, arar, chili, bad game, go. So many people have taken the produce, they have not made the payment. Whose farmers should ask whom? How can government interfere? So, how much advance maybe 75 years of independence, but the protection to the farmers is needed in the farm APMC, because once he enters the APMC, let it be any market, his payment is secure. No one can cheat. Who is the license holder? Government has the power. One letter to any secretary, evening the payment will be there. Because I am in APMC, Yeshwanthpur market, there is not even a single case. Same thing after this model act. One is that I am very much, I have told even the select committee which is there in the process, because the upper house it could not be passed, that bill. Bring back the APMC. One is to help the farmers for their payments. And because once the produce is coming, 108 produce are there in APMC. It may be maize is one product, paddy is one product, tuber is one product, like the 108 commodities what our farmers grow. Once they come, there is an auction. It is not that you only has to go to him only. No, it is not like that. You can go to anyone who bids it, he will take it. So price is correct. I am more concerned about the money. It has to go to the farmer immediately. That is one. Now the drought is there. Who has voted? Has any government of Karnataka or government of India has the knowledge? Present prices of the pulses, you take any pulses, it average 150 rupees. Where the stocks are there, how do you control at the time of situation like this, where imports are playing the domain? So that's why I am advocating at least if you had entered the APMCs throughout the state, or even from outside I purchased from Rajasthan, Pakistan border, Sri Ganganagar, to Punjab, to Chhattisgarh, everything which is come, it is accountable, it is entering. Who has traded, who is there, that the public domain. APMC has the data. At this time of drought, because now drought has started, it has to go on to the next rainy season. So it will be very much, food will play food inflation, major part. So I advocate, they should immediately, because both the manifestos, I was very much vocal. Thanks to Congress government, they implemented that once they come to the power, they have passed the bill. H.D. Kumaraswamy, he came to FKCCI, we advocated, he has put in manifesto, APMC Kaide now 30. So now he is opposed it in the council. So, but politics apart, why I am saying is, food is major concern for the living of at least Karnataka people, where they stay. At present, see only 30% produce are going traded in APMCs, which is not, because if you continue same, either they have to dismantle APMCs, free the market. The government will not have any say. For your information, those who are operating in Yeshwanthpur market yard or any market yard or who is a dealer, now we are every Friday we are disclosing our stocks. Just because I am an APMC, I am disclosing. What about the others scattered throughout the city? He might be in Bataranpura, it might be in Jainagar, it might be in BTM layout, it might be in Saraki. So, this time of, at this juncture of drought, APMCs are necessary. That's why I'm advocating for fair price. Why you might say traders are not going to cheat anyway. We are the one who have made the farmers always we help them to whether they are in drought, even drought situation, all the funding has been done by the local traders to help them out of the situation. So remark is there, but we are not bothered about the remark. But APMCs, I advocate, it should be because we are not self-sufficient in pulses at present. We are self-sufficient in paddy, sugar, milk, wheat. Apart from that, and pulses, which major parts, about 40 to 45% of the Indian population, which depends on the nutrients, protein is pulses, which we have to go for a 5-year term for production. One more Swaminathan like thing we have to do and see that we match about 17.5 lakh metric million tons for production, which at present this year we are shortage about 3.5 million lakh tons. See, because of the COVID, when customers are not coming inside, farmers are not going to produce, my shop is idle. Instead of transacting, I am not transacted. But all the necessary required document to the government, we have made representation. So I met the Shivanand Patil, APMC minister, through a director also. We were convinced he came to that. Give us 6 months time. You want transaction? We'll do the transaction, but amend the laws first. And because 0.60 paisa, looking is very, very easy. If you look the whole scenario, like petrol, there is only 2% commission, right from 40 years. Right from Independence Day, we are charging 2% commission. Our margin is very less. 0.60 paisa if we deduct to bring the customer from outside, I am, with my investment and the cost, I am not able to transact and compete with the outside market here. Even like suppose this is a market at Indian Express building. Opposite coffee board is there. That fellow is much cheaper than me. So these are issues. That's why, but I have told them, requested them on behalf of entire APMC of functionaries that give us the time till March 31st, 24, and government has obliged. We are going to make transaction because there is no violation from the trading community because we have paid the rents, we have made the statements, we have got a valid license up to 2028.
So they agreed to withdraw the notices for now.
Not they said you just show that any transaction is there, 1 month notice they have given, show us your transaction at present. The government's will is not there and it's a local issue.
So many of them there, they say that their business is crashed and poor accessibility to the area. And if you go near that area, I have a house there in Adu. If you go near there, you'll see onion bags fully strewn around.
That's a minor issue. Onion potato was supposed to be shifted. That was the government's view because of the traffic movement in Yeshwanthpur market yard. Because every day I have seen myself 1,40,000 bags of onion, about 60 to 70,000 bags of potato. Used to come 2 lakhs bags. So it comes, unloads, and again it gets reloaded to go to other states. So that can be done to a separate area. On that module, they have taken loan from NABARD. It is up to the government because they have invested a huge amount. How to shift the trade and onion potato, it is up to the government. There is no information to FKCCI on that, except oil prices, they are concerned. Apart from that, there is nothing for exports, nothing. Entire India is following the Karnataka model of agency. Entire India, including Punjab, including UP. This is the model of auction. Payment is there immediately. Online transaction is taking place. They take the money and go. You show me one instance in Yeshwanthpur market yard. I take here only. Why go far? Even day before yesterday, 80,000 onion had come about a week back, Diwali back, batch. Transactions were really fruitful. There was not even one cry. Middleman is just a myth. That's what I said, a remark, tagline which we have to carry. We are carrying it, but those days have all gone. We have also moved ahead. One is youngsters should be entrepreneur. Whatever they are getting, about 3.5 lakhs to 10 lakhs salary, initially when they start up, that can be done as an entrepreneur. Lot of banks are coming forward, which we were not privileged. The youths at present, they have been handholded by banks. And why should they come to Karnataka and invest this? Because of the friendly nature of the people of Karnataka. And job opportunities and people trust is also there in Karnataka, what I have seen right throughout my life. And lot of like the friends who they say you do this domain or whichever the family they come up, they say this is the best way to do the practice here rather than going to somewhere else where the atmosphere is not correct. Maybe if you beyond Bangalore, if you think there are people, living conditions, living style, and their affordability is less. But if you want to stick to Bangalore, opportunities are more. Any industries, youths, I go for to have your own entrepreneur so that they can give 8 to 10 jobs to any youths. So become an entrepreneur as an industry body, whether you want to be in industry, whether you want to, and agriculture domain is very huge. Go in any processing, go in any, like now the fans of millets, or put up your own ancillary unit so that you can be a supplier to a big corporates. Even like now we are saying we are all now to go to mall culture. All products have to come from SMEs or small people who have been packed, processed and packed for the consumers to take from the shelf. So one thing only I urge, if you say to the youths who are coming, entrepreneurs, to become entrepreneur, to start to make new industry or to go into the trading sector or to any hoteliers, make your commitment, be honest to your whatever verticals, be honest, and your commitment will make you success.